Yeah, yeah.
What?
What's going on? What's the
What's
word?
good? What's good? What's good?
I hear some music trying to come through over there. You might have to turn that joint up or something.
Yeah, something.
It wants to break through.
Hear that? But here we are. It's 3BL. It's 3BL. We are back. We are back. We are back. It is your favorite beat making, music production, podcast live stream. You could see us here every Monday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and sometimes 10 p.m. Eastern because we like to pregame. We had a little pregame over here. What is
warm
good?
Warm up stretch.
Stretch out the hammies.
Y'all missed it, man.
What do
Y'all
we miss?
That. No, I was just saying the viewers out there missed that pregame combo we had. You know,
I was doing splits. It was great. How's everybody doing? How was the week, man? How's it going?
Weekend is weekend. Not too much rest, man. About to get ready to go out of town, so just trying to get a couple things buttoned up and boogie.
Is this fun travel or not fun travel?
My thing of fun traveling is sleeping. So if I can get rest, it's a good time, you know. This is like you literally going from work to being up. You know what I'm saying? You want a break. You kind of want to just sleep a little bit. You know what I mean? Just relax. I ain't no spring chicken no more. So, you know, spring chicken, you go to sleep at 3 a.m, wake up at 6. You ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Give me a coffee. I'm chill. Nuh-uh.
I hear
wave
that.
Wave them off. Wave them off.
You're gonna say wave them off. He ain't trying to hear all that.
Wave them off. But yeah, so you know, I'm be a little busy. Yeah.
All right. So. Okay. Q.
Yeah, man.
Fun. You got fun planned? Did you have fun this weekend?
I did. Go Rams. Go Chargers. Got to hook up.
Go Bills.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He said go Bills.
Look, I gotta say, funny. Not to cut you off. I work right around the corner from Redskins practice field.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
Pretty much. I hear the whistles and shit sometimes.
Everybody over here is going crazy, right? New owners.
Oh, gosh. Magic Johnson, they put him up the front. Like
Magic Johnson got his hand in Buffalo?
No, Commanders.
The Commanders.
Right.
Here, yeah, in the DC area. Yes. Yo, everybody was going crazy when that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he owns only like 5-10%.
That's how much. I'm gonna look that up. How much does Magic Johnson
how much
own
ownership?
The Commanders? It's like, here we go. You ready? 4% of the team.
It's talking like he had at least 60%.
I wonder how much say that gets you. I mean, I'm sure they'll give him as much consideration, you know, as need be. If he brings an idea to the table, he has something to say. They're gonna listen. But you know what I mean? Like, I wonder how much in the real world 4% equity gets you at the table.
Yeah,
vote wise,
it's kind of like a piggyback percentage in a sense. You know what I mean?
And the
4,
fan base,
5%.
Mm-hmm. Fan base hated Dan Snyder, like hated his ass. So to have an owner that most of America loves, you know what I mean? That's just invaluable too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like getting the fans back into it, and that's like the number one change they wanted forever was to get rid of their owner, basically.
Try to get some of them Cowboy fans back to Commanders fans.
Oh my God.
Y'all,
that is
no comment. No comment. Keep it clean. Because we got love for all of our people out there. You about to start something, bruh. I was just talking about the difficulties I have as a Los Angeles transplant who's originally from Tennessee, but spent a lot of time in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you hood hopping again," you know. But I gotta say, you know, go Rams, go Chargers. You know, just because it is what it is. But y'all know I'm a Jets guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, unfortunately,
you got to be hyped.
he said,
Are you
unfortunately.
excited? Are you excited?
I don't
King?
know how to feel right now, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, man.
All BS aside, like,
you can take the title from Buffalo because they don't know what to do with it.
Wow.
Dang.
I'm just
Your
saying,
mouth
man.
I'm not
your mouth to
disagreeing.
God's ears.
I'm not
Just
disagreeing.
saying, man. These guys keep getting the squad, man, dropping the damn ball, man. Like, what you doing?
I don't know.
The window is shutting on us, so
Yes.
we have to act fast.
It was open, bro. It was open. It was open.
What's the Bills? What's the how's the temperature in the Bills fandom these days? How y'all feeling?
You know, I think the last couple of years I just trying to like turn it all off during the summertime. But since they had a preseason game, like 2 days ago or yesterday or whenever the hell that was,
Josh Allen.
everybody's starting to wake up again. You know what I mean? Like, I think we are going to go, when the Bills play the Commanders in September, we're going to that game. So I think that the fan base is feeling really good, but I think like a good percentage of the fan base is like, we have like maybe 4 good years in Josh before he's going to get injured one of these years. Like, it's just inevitable.
Stop.
He's
Captain D-ball, so we expect he stays in the pocket a long time.
Yep.
They're always looking for the big bomb. You know,
he wants to hurdle. He wants to hurdle everybody. And one day, the defensive back is gonna be like, "Wait, why am I going low when this motherfucker's gonna try to jump me and he's gonna get wrecked?" But he's a big dude. I'm just saying that like part of the whole window closing scenario is that too, is that he, tries to be the tough guy, or he is the tough guy, but he's, that luck could kind of run out, I think, after
it will
4 or 5 years. And wait,
especially if you don't win a championship. At least Big Ben got, he got at least 2 out the deal.
Yeah.
Josh got to get at least 1.
And wait till if P shows up, he's going to be on Ultra Bills mode, I'm sure.
I'm just
won't
looking
like any disrespect.
I'm just looking at that lineup, and my Jets got to face y'all twice. They starting off the season.
I wouldn't stress it. I wouldn't stress it.
Where's that Raiders game? Where is that? Is that in Buffalo?
I don't know. Let me see. Bills schedule.
What's the name of y'all stadium? Highmark?
Yep.
Oh, that's home for y'all.
Okay.
I was gonna say y'all should come to Vegas for that one, but that's home for y'all.
Yeah, we got Jets, Raiders, Commanders, and Dolphins to start. So I mean, the Jets look like they're gonna be really tough with Aaron Rodgers because the defense looks super strong.
Defense is strong. If they could move that ball, man.
Defense is always strong. Let me stop.
That's true. But I don't know what's going on with the Dolphins. If Tua's still the quarterback, I mean, he's scary. I think
scary,
he's really good.
but
he doesn't have the whole
hits and he's retired, man.
Right, exactly. But anyways, this is a beat making podcast. We talk about music
and sports and comics and whatever else random.
I heard we heard that Magoo passed away.
Oh.
We heard that Magoo passed away. You hear about that?
I saw that today.
R.I.P. Magoo. He was 50 years old.
Yeah,
man.
I don't see a cause of death here.
I don't think they've announced anything yet.
That is very tragic. I mean, that's like, talk about people you looked up to, that whole VA sector, Timbaland, Pharrell, Magoo, that whole scene, Misty. And he was sick with it. Talk about underrepresented rappers, right? Was he wrote a lot of people's verses too, right? Was he like a ghostwriter too? Or no? Does anyone
He was
know
good.
that?
I think what it was is when they was dropping his music, Q-Tip was like, on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of hard when those type of voice rappers come out at the same time. You know, it's like a pick and choose
Right.
situation.
Yeah, he had that same tone, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know what you want to call it, like nasally.
There's a few rappers that kind of like that high,
Yeah.
the high register tone kind of thing. But Magoo to me always seemed like, number one, he's just in his own lane.
Yeah.
Like that whole camp were in their own lane. It's like Magoo's style is all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of laid back, silly, but still in pocket, and honestly, think about it. Think about Tim using all of them, Missy's voice, his voice, Magoo's voice. It's kind of like the same thing like RZA would say, like how he would use the voices of the guys from Wu-Tang to give this, dynamic of the song, to give the song a more range, and they were killing it, bro.
Yeah, they were.
Regardless what you had to say about whatever, they were killing it. They had that shit on lock, Yeah, man, it's one of those. Like, man, damn,
Crazy. But 50, man, 50. That is not too old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right around the corner for me, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Man.
So R.I.P. Magoo. That is some sad news to talk about. What else is going on? What else music wise are we doing? Anyone make beats? I got a beat.
I have a half a beat.
Got a half a
He
beat.
said I got a half a beat. Which half? The beginning or the ending?
Oh man.
He's like, I got the middle.
You know, it's funny. E called. I was like, E, you got a beat? He called me. He's like, I have a beat, but I don't like it. I was like, okay. So I was like, send it to me and we'll play it. And then I was like, but if you don't really, really like it, don't send it. So I haven't seen a beat yet.
He
Come
hasn't
through
sent
from
it. Come on, E. Shout out to E, wherever you be.
Shout out to E. Shout out to Piso. Power. And shout out to the soundboard back again. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Power.
I'm just, why didn't y'all tell me I was glitching so bad?
Were you?
I think when you go onto another screen, for some reason, it just, it like kind of turns you into max headroom.
Right. That's going to look good on the clips.
So the challenge this week. So we usually challenge ourselves. Grim gave it. So Grim said, hey, listen to some Jungle Brothers tracks and then listen to their samples and then try to take some music from the artists that they sampled and do your own flip. So that's what we worked on this week. I got a track. We could listen to that. I want to show how I found this too, because sometimes this comes up where we're like, hey, let's try to find samples that were used during a certain era, right? So all I did was I ran like a really quick search. I'm going to just share my screen really quick. Where am I? Here I am. Okay, cool. We're back on Zoom, by the way, so we could share our DAWs today.
Shout out to Zoom.
Shout out to Zoom. So I just went on who sampled, and then I typed in Jungle Brothers. Ooh, there we go.
Jungle Bro J.
Jungle Bro J. And then it will show you the artist, and then it will show you their tracks, right? But then it will also show you the connections. The connections is where I found different artists that sampled the Jungle Brothers music, but then I also found out some of the songs that were sampled on Jungle Brothers music. So Jungle Brothers, I'll House You sampled Royal House's Can You Party? Then I honed in on this one. Jungle Brothers Straight Out of the Jungle sampled Mandrill's Mango Meat. That is the track.
Hosa.
That's the track that I sampled. So Mango Meat is on my track. So I'm gonna share my dog. We're just gonna get into some music really quick because I think we only got like about 1.5 beats to share today.
Well, I'm gonna mute my mics so y'all don't hear my stupid ass dogs.
All good.
Stupid ass dogs.
So yeah, mute up. I'm gonna play it through. It's just like a loop. It's like an 8-bar loop. So I'll play it like about 3 times, and then I'm gonna break down what I did here. Starting now. Okay, cool. So you can hear the sample was just some of the la 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 la's that they were doing in there, and I just chopped it a little bit to kind of hear this. La la la. And then I was building this beat around it. I'm just gonna play just the drums really quick, which sounds like this.
Ooh.
Everything's in a bus, in a drum bus, to add like the same reverb to every element: kick, snare, rim shot, claps, shakers, woodblock. Shakers don't have any reverb. Everything else, I've been trying to put it in like the same room, right? Apply the same reverb to everything. And I just got this like 4-bar loop basically built here. The shakers kind of give it a little bit of that swing and a little bit of like the liveliness. I love a rim shot, but I actually hate this rim shot here. This is like a Logic sound. It sounds kind of And then I added some bass. So this could be something all together, right? Kind of like just four chords. You could probably build the whole track off this, right?
That's a sample pack right there.
Yep. And then the second part of this is a lot of guitar. So what I want to do, I want to take these guitars and turn them into different instruments. So I just basically wrote out a bunch of different parts, and I'm going to play each one really quick for you. So like picked noises, and then a counter melody or a counter picked chord. Then like more of a melody type of line, and then just like rhythm guitar. So those 4 parts I want to rewrite, you know, open up some different samples, use Alchemy, and kind of just replay them out on keys and shit. So if you hear it with the bass, right? Just like a fun groove, right? Fun groove, fun groove. And then with everything all together and the sample, it kind of fills it all out.
So the only sample you're using is the vocal?
Just the la-la-las. And you know what? I wanted to dig in, but I got too busy doing all this other shit. And then because the guitar in that track is so sick, I want to play just the guitar here, and we're gonna get a little bit of
Yeah, you are.
a block or whatever. Oh, that's so sick. Okay, so that's all we get to hear of it. But anyways, so yeah, that's the track.
Fire.
That's the track. One thing I will say though, and I didn't have a chance to show this on Restream when we were on Restream for the past couple of weeks, is I'm getting really comfortable with sampling things in completely different tempos and completely different keys and bringing them into the same tempo and into the same key. Like, that's the one thing I noticed in the last probably month or so. I'm like, oh shit. Just because I'm doing it so much, like I've figured out kind of like a process that works really good for Logic, because that Mango Meat song is in the key of like D major or something like that, and in a different tempo. This track I made is in the key of C major in a different tempo. So I'm starting to find like the use of just like using a couple things to keep everything on the same grid and not having it all wonky and out of tune or out of like rhythm. It's all synced together, which is starting to become like way, way, way easier for me. That plus the fader, FADR.com, where you could actually get stems, just like the la 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 that we've been using, LALAL or whatever that he uses. Getting stems where you could get just the vocals, like these are the vocals I got, right? So wait 1 second. Right, so I took vocals, I took like the beat of the Mango Meat song. Go on. Yeah. And some of it's grainy there, whatever, but it's like really helping me hone this skill of being able to like sync everything together at the same tempo. So anyways, that's it. That's my track.
That's fire.
Give myself some power right there.
More of it. More of it.
Yeah, that's track. That's the track. That's the track. All right.
That's a heater for sure. That's a good one.
Spinning the wheel. P's here. What's up, P? You are muted, man.
Hero.
Yeah.
What's good, man?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, yo? Sorry, I'm late.
Hey, what up?
What up? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
You look good, Q. You look. I feel like Q. You eat healthy. You have a healthy time.
I feel like I'm recreating my personal version of Super Size Me right now.
You be in and out of that, in and out, huh?
You already know. Like, I'm joking, but I'm not playing. Like, I had to stop. I'm like, ow. Like, there was a part in Super Size Me where he started having like cramps and whatnot. That's why I'm like, whoa.
He started having menstrual cramps from,
you know what I'm
Big
saying?
Macs and shit.
From a goddamn In and Out with cheese. You know.
No, I only say that because you always look like you drink a lot of water for the day or something. Stay hydrated.
He said you're glowing today, Q. You're glowing.
Yeah.
You're glowing, Queen. Yes.
You're not pregnant, are you?
Easy. What we're not gonna do.
He said he's glowing like yes.
It's the light, dog. It's the light. Watch, I hit this thing, I'm gonna be orange.
He said it's the light.
See? Y'all think I'm playing? I'm like Gucci. I got so much money I could paint a bitch orange. Oh, no, it's too bright. Man. Nah, man, I'm just chilling, man. Maybe it's because I've got to go to my first game at Rams house. I mean, I'm still basking in the LA glow. You know, I gotta say that stadium, Sofitel Stadium, wow. French kiss, man. It's yeah. It's nice. It's nice in there.
That's
You know, this ain't no old what's the name of that damn stadium in Rutherford Field out in Jersey? Snapping on my squad. This ain't no Meadowlands Arena, pimp.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, speaking of it, Bills, we won our first preseason game. Not that the preseason matters, but
who'd y'all play? The Colts?
I actually didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see the game. How do we look, Cheek?
I didn't get to see it either. I listened to it while I was doing some errands on Sunday, and we sounded good, but who knows? Matt Barkley was out there, you know, he threw a TD. Okay. But I was saying, we were talking about it. Is the Bills window closing, P, or is it wide open?
I mean, 3 years ago, it was like a 3-year window. So technically this would be year 3. Last year was, I mean, the last 2 years were just crazy flukes of years, because I kind of feel like we could have won both years last year. So maybe if this is the 3rd year, maybe the fluke goes the other way. For some reason, I'm not scared of the Chiefs repeating. Damn. I feel like they're gonna have that King's disease, that championship curse. I don't think 1, 2, and 3. I don't think we'll ever see a Patriots type of thing. If we're ever going to see another Patriots type of thing, it is going to be the Chiefs. But you know, but even during the Patriots dynasty, there was a lot of cold years in those dynasties. So I just don't see the Chiefs coming back this year. You know, as long as you have Mahomes, anything is possible. But I'm thinking that this would probably be a crazy fluky year where there's going to be a dogfight for number 1 in the AFC, like it has been for the last couple of years. And maybe the flukes just go in the Bills, you know what I mean, direction this year. I mean, just like if you have Mahomes, anything can happen. If you have Josh Allen, anything can happen.
Who else you worried about in the AFC?
Jets.
I was gonna say, don't sleep on my squad.
And also, like, even the Dolphins, maybe even once again, our division is going to be, you know, excluding the Patriots, is just going to be you know, monsters in regards to the competition. So I don't know, man. Like I'm not even thinking about the whole like perspective. It's too much perspective, and I mean, like, trying to predict crap. Just think of the NFL. If your team is good, if you have a good quarterback, you got good coaching, you got a good organization, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So who knows? The Bengals can go back. You know what I mean? The Jets could go. The Bills could go. Who knows? Like
Rams could go. Rams could go. Chargers could go. Chargers looked good yesterday. A lot of penalties, but Chargers looked good.
The Eagles, you know, who knows how the Eagles are going to bounce back from the last year? You know what I mean? That was supposed to be their year. I was supposed to, you know what I mean? And you think about the Bills, you know, the shit that we've kind of had to deal with. Imagine being the Eagles. Yeah, like Philly, like, yo, let me tell you something. A lot of the, because I'm in Newark, we're kind of close to PA. A lot of the garbage men are from Philly and stuff like that. Dude, they didn't pick up garbage on Monday morning. They was like, and then when I saw the garbage man, I'm like, yo, bro, what happened to the garbage? He's like, we ain't coming to work. After the Eagles lost, he was like, "Yeah, you really thought I was gonna come into work after the Eagles?"
They're like
lost?
that though. They are like that though. They notoriously like that. Like, you know.
I love that. What P just said.
I mean, you know,
there's a lot of garbage men that are Eagles fans.
We can't get away with that. We can't get away with that in New York as Jets fans. We just get clowned all damn day by Giants fans. Like, get over it. You know, I almost said the P word right now.
To be honest with you, we're living in New York and then moving to Jersey. Really, you know, New York is really Giants. Jersey is really Jets. Like, it's really,
that's why I'm a Jet fan, because I lived in Jersey for the majority of my life over there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yo, P, are you going to week 1?
Wait, week 1 is against the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Dang it! I didn't
in Buffalo though. No,
is this non-championship?
Wait, isn't it?
What?
Wait, is it in Buffalo or is it in?
Yeah, I'm questioning that. I'm not sure. Oh, it's in New York,
Jersey.
Oh, crud! So that'll be the only time. Dang it! If I haven't gotten tickets yet, it's probably going to be crazy.
He said crud.
Look, and as I'm looking at my tennis as my shirt, shout out to the Titans. You know, I can't I can't be that fan. You know, we had that conversation. It's Jets and Titans over here. Rams, I love y'all too, but it's Jets and Titans over here.
I might go. I'm like 50-50. My brother's like begging me to go. So
I mean, we can make it a thing, dude. Is tickets still available?
I think so.
I'm like 20 minutes from that stadium.
Yeah, I
So-
will take that offline because I swear
Okay.
my brother's like, you gotta go.
Wait, what's the date on that?
9/11.
Okay.
It's a
Oh,
Monday night. It's a Monday nighter.
wow.
It's a Monday
Monday
nighter.
night.
They're
too.
doing that? Damn.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a whole thing, right? I mean,
Maybe.
you'd be coming dolo. You wouldn't be bringing the family, or
No, it'd just be me and my brother probably.
okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, let me know. You can even stay at the crib or whatever.
Yeah, we need to figure it out. I mean, I don't know. Offline discussion.
Yep, offline. Yep.
We got a Grim beat up next. Music time.
Come out of the shadow. Leave it there.
He said he has 4 tracks. This is a beat and a half week, by the way.
Come out of Beat the half week. Come out of the shadow. Come out of the Dang, shadow. it's been so long, man.
It's been so long.
That's when you Zoom. Okay,
But this was his
Zoom.
challenge. Grim,
Zoom.
this is your challenge, man. Grimothy.
It was. It's like a
So I did a
blind
thing.
side challenge.
She can cut the check.
Come out of the shadow.
Oh, yo, I need some. By the way, I need some clips, yo. Yo, Q, where do you get
Dang.
like clips, like audio, random like movie clips, or like just random? I don't know. I need a lot of stuff for my new music as I'm making.
Yarn. It's my secret weapon.
What is yarn?
I'll shoot it to you. And it's hold on. I'll shoot you the link.
That's where you could like search a phrase, right?
Wow.
It'll-
Yeah.
Oh, really? What is it? Is it a
Yeah.
UR? It's a website?
Yeah. I
What is
think
it? Yarn.com?
Yeah. I was gonna say I look at it right now, but I'm gonna start doing the Max Headroom, so I'll wait. Let me see.
All right, Grim.
Can y'all hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. God
Yes.
can hear that.
Is that loud? Too loud?
No, it sounds great.
Go.
You say God can hear that.
It might just be my speakers. It might just be me.
All right. Here's my half a beat.
I found a Q.
All right.
Found it?
Yep.
Okay. So, let me stop there real quick. I was going to use this, but something I ain't have time to really play with it like I wanted to. But I used the drum pattern, the famous
Jabrowski.
Yeah, nah, this
No,
is
that's
actually
not that song.
this
Force
is-
the Nation.
Yeah.
the blood and the
What is that?
the land. Green is the color.
Who used this? Where does this come from? Where did this come from?
BDP used it for Chimbrowski as well.
Kanye West used it for what's that joint with that falling? Falling.
Yes, exactly.
That joint.
lot of people rap.
A lot of people use this drum pattern. But the first time I heard it was Jungle Brothers on this album, which is crazy, back in what, 80, 88,
88, 89. Yeah. That was my Toyota hatchback with the homemade kicker in the back. Yeah.
Right.
And
who used that, man? Where did they get that from? Where did they get that from? Oh man. You know, who sampled blew a lot of guys' cover, man?
Huh?
Who sampled blew a lot of producers' cover?
oh, right.
Yes, they snitched on everybody.
They snitched on a lot of people, man.
I'm not really mad at them.
So that's a sample from what track? Is that just the drums taken?
That is
there?
from the
I think
track.
it's called Force of Nature. No. No, it's not Force of Nature.
Acknowledge Your History.
Yeah.
Acknowledge Your History. It's from the Something Family. What group is that?
Your Own History. Yeah, I know Your Own History. I got it right here.
The actual beat.
Let the Drums Speak by the
Yeah.
Fatback Band.
That's it,
and-
Fatback Band.
Okay.
Let the drums speak. Let the drums
Yeah,
speak. Let the rhythm take
yeah.
your mind.
Yep.
Then it comes
Okay.
like, boom, 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 chicka, boom, boom,
You, I'm not gonna lie. If you want half of the break beats that the industry used, just listen to both of Jungle Brothers album. You'll find out.
There's like 10 albums.
All of
Jungle Brothers album, that Paul's Boutique is one.
Yeah,
A lot of that early EPMD.
yes. You'll hear all the break beats, all of them, every last one of them.
A lot of Tribe. Tribe would dig. Tribe would make you
gosh.
find it, but every once in a while they just throw one right down the middle. You know what I mean?
That was the thing, to find those breaks. Everybody wasn't really you. You know who else were whistleblowers? Guys used to get mad at guys like Kenny Dope,
Frankie Cutlass,
Frankie
AV8
Cutlass.
Records. Shout out to my
Yeah,
old squad,
like,
AV8.
they used to be tight. I used to hear Premier talk about them dudes like, these guys is out here snitching on albums, telling where we get these breaks from.
I'll just say this one thing as an OG with gray beard that, you know, was always standing next to the man. One thing I've noticed, regardless of what's going on, a lot of these dudes just hate, bro. They just gonna and the moment you do it, like, you're doing the same thing. Like, you
Doing
ain't
the
clearing your
same
samples.
thing.
You getting paid more money than we are with your records. You still living off these.
Straight
You know
up.
what time it is. Some of these records y'all never cleared. You know,
Never clear, bro.
You know,
Especially the drums. Oh gosh. The
I'll
drums.
tell you one thing. I know some artists that love things like Who Sampled, because the moment somebody raises a suit, it lets them know who now is holding their publishing, and they can go after them for money.
Right, right.
I've heard that story from a few major artists.
Right.
Like, they're glad these sites exist now because it
Right.
keeps
Wait,
everybody
what?
honest.
Keeps
Why?
everybody honest.
Look, there are some major, like that drum loop that you just played right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The band probably has lost the rights to that
Oh,
publishing years ago.
Right.
And it's hard to find that original publishing owners. They hide and they make loop, suits here and there, but they stay in the shadows because they don't want the artists trying to come back and get their work.
Get that money.
So they like sites like Who Sampled. I know one OG in particular that loves it because of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
oh,
he's like,
oh yeah, I'm coming for you.
he's
man.
like, there they are. You know, I'm telling you, as soon as they sue somebody for using their shit, they'll turn around and sue them. You know,
But that's
it's a weird world out here.
So yeah, that's my
Yo,
quick,
wait.
put together track.
What's the
Any questions?
chord plugin you're using there for the blang, blang, blang? Is that the Illmind joint?
Yeah. As you see. One of the ones you hear. It's not really,
It sounds cool. I like it.
it's not bad. It's not bad. Like I like his plugins, man. I think they work good. Especially under like layered with other sounds. It fits really good. But yeah, I think they're dope.
Is there a free trial version of that one? I should not
No.
I should not be a hater, and I should try that out actually.
Honestly, listen, when he had these joints on sale, I just jumped on them. You know what I'm saying? He had them on sale for like $20.
How y'all
Yeah.
feeling about
Oh, that's
cymatics
good.
these days?
I haven't.
I haven't really.
It's been a
messed with
while.
any. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a long time since like we
It's
did that
been a
challenge.
while.
I've been
And
go ahead.
And also, I've noticed a lot of these sites is starting to throw out deals. I wonder, is there a shift going on in sound creation?
It's the battles, man. I'm telling you, we're in a
I think
rabbit
it's
hole.
AI.
It's like we're in a little rabbit hole over here. We pop our head, but these guys are battling tooth and nail with each other.
Yeah,
And I
weird.
think the AI is a part of it too. Like you're saying, like it's just very easy for everybody to. Man, everybody got packs.
Right. Everybody. Packs don't even, Packs is dope, but I think sampling older music is better. It's just so risky. Like everybody,
Right.
it's too risky to really jump in. I think a lot of these artists, older artists, is starting to sell their publishing to these websites for subscription based to use these samples and stuff like that, which is a good thing, but you can't get the dynamics of those sounds from those old records, the texture of the records and stuff like that from sampling that these loop packs offer. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some dope loop packs, but you can't emulate that sound. It's different,
It takes a
So,
lot.
Yeah, dude.
That's what's crazy about shout out to Marv Mo Beats.
Yeah.
Some of his
Yeah.
packs, man, they have that like straight, early 70s vibe.
Yeah.
He like makes samples that sound.
And then he say he runs everything through his reel.
Yes.
So that gives it a warm, old school texture to the sounds on top of that. Like a lot of guys ain't doing that. They're using digital tape and it's not the same, analog is always the best way to go if you want a nice natural sound.
A lot of warmth. Some warmth.
But it's hard to find that. It's hard to find that, man.
But this is dope, man. This is dope. Even if it's a half a beat, it shit knocks.
Yeah, I turned I kind of like trying to throw my little EQ on it to make it hit, because when you get online samples, a lot of
even that atmosphere, man.
I love this. I always love this drum pattern.
Just the sound of the room or some
the
shit.
background, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Chicky, you still on?
Metals and stuff, like the ambient sounds of all the metals they use.
Yes.
You still on Who Sampled?
Yeah.
Name some of the songs that sampled the original song. That's Herman Kelly's band, right? Is that what you said?
Fatback Band.
Let the drum. Oh yeah, let's do that. You ready? Okay, I can share my screen.
Hold on, let me stop sharing.
Okay, it's a pretty good list here. Other songs that sample the Fat Band, Seymour. Okay, 1 second. Let me share this. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Oh.
Yeah, just out of curiosity. Oh wow, that was sampling Duckworth. Interesting.
Duckworth.
Selfish is the song you were talking about.
The People.
Oh wow. I didn't realize Mighty Dubcats did a version of that. I love the Mighty Dubcats.
Oh, this means you.
Okay. I remember that record.
2020.
I remember that. And Mala Rodriguez. I don't know who that is. We need to check it. Oh wow.
Freeway.
Wow. Stop.
Uh-oh,
Zimbabwe
Freeway.
legit doing damage in my native language is one of those. If you're a real vinyl collector, you probably had that in your crate at some point. I don't want to say it like that. It just seemed like that was one of those that everybody seemed to have at one point. I remember them personally from back in the day when they were doing promo runs of that joint. That's crazy. Wow. That's it. That's all.
And wait. Freeway. Okay.
Seems like I don't know that song.
I don't know any of this.
Oh wow, Sunspot Jones. More Than a Rhyme. I don't know that one either.
I can't wait to listen to this track. I can't. place it right now, so I'm gonna listen to that after we jump offline. But you know what? What else? Oh, that's good.
Rex.
I love
Okay.
how
Okay.
throughout this whole conversation, P is on mute, just like watching Cheers in the background.
He said cheers.
It's a good episode.
Frasier.
You need to be
No,
watching.
I'm blown away by this episode, by this website that you put me on.
Oh, the
yeah?
yarn joint.
Yarn.
Yeah. Would you say I need to be watching though?
Star Trek: Brave New World.
Yeah, people say it's good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, at least with Star Trek, they know they gotta fall back. They don't take themselves that serious, and I think that kind of works in their favor in the bigger storytelling picture. You get me?
I'm not crazy about modern Trek. However, a lot of Trekkies just told me that Orville is the new Star Trek.
Orville was what?
That the Orville is the new Trek. If you're like a Trekkie, you should be watching.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. I like Orville.
Is that the comedy one?
So that's what weirded me out, is that I thought it was a comedy. Apparently, it like it's not really a comedy. Like it's actually just Star Trek.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like it starts off like I watched the pilot and there was a lot of comedy in the pilot, but people who watch it to say that's not actually what's on the show. Like
I mean, it has so many similarities to Star Trek that, you know, blatantly, and you know, now as you mention it and kind of look at it, like, yeah, I see that.
My buddy says it's Star Trek without teleporting. Like they don't teleport on it. That's like the one thing they don't have. He's like, basically, it's basically Star Trek.
Yeah.
Hey Q, you got a video? Let's share your video.
Okay, let's see if this. How do I do this? Go back to this. So I know how to share a screen, but how do I share a damn this video by itself? I don't think. Oh, I got it. There it is. If I can find the file. This is me messing around in Kyber.
This is the AI video you're talking about?
Yeah.
A video for a track? Like a music video type of situation?
Yeah, basically I have a single out now. It's called Don't You Know. It's available streaming. It was on Bandcamp for a while.
Yes.
So I just did a little promo and check it out.
Lying to your brother, yelling at your mother.
Y'all hear that? Y'all seeing that?
Yep. Yes.
Why cheating under covers? Trying to kill each other. Stealing from your old lady. She ain't really shady. Out here acting crazy, neglecting all these babies. Lying to your brother, yelling at your mother. Cheating under covers, trying to kill each other. Stealing from your old lady. She ain't really shady. Out here acting crazy, neglecting all these babies. Brethren, I came with the medicine. You can't get this at the weed shop for the madman. Attitude similar to Ren. L.E. and me, we can never be friends. I'm out in Hollywood, but this life ain't pretend. Eating sauteed shrimp with the Cajun season on the skin. I'm just an ex-con trying to blend in. Build my future with my projections. I'm hardly the one to be testing. I'm 6'3" 9 from the southern section. I'm counting my blessings with all my best friends. Living the best in the west until my turn ends. Another weed session, another store run. I'm making dope ass songs just for the fun. Satisfactory, the way I stack the cheese. Pockets suffer from obesity. Alteration of poverty, that's my goal. I got more pull than a black hole. Flyer than a damn pterodactyl. The rage on my page is contagious. I'm mad at the way that they played us. The mic and the weapon when I'm calling on the stage. Saying no to me, that's courageous. Yo, saying no to me, that's courageous. Understand this, the best part of the song. Completes the body like the breastplate part of the arm. I mean, you don't harm, but don't be alarmed. The game has been infested by rats, just look at the swarm. Shit ain't hot, it's barely warm. I wanna stop rapping and open a marijuana farm. I'm trying to stay legit, keep my mama calm. She know the bullshit that I'm on is wrong. Don't you know the bullshit you be on? Don't you know the bullshit you be on? Don't you know the bullshit you be on? Don't you?
That's pretty sick.
So that's
Yo.
it. That's it. Hold on. I'm gonna run it back with the sound off just to kind of
Just for the video. We can
talk
talk
it
over
through it. If I can get this sound to act right. Damn you. Damn you spots.
So you just loaded in a couple of visuals and prompted the rest of it, or how?
Pretty much. Like, so, and Kyber has like, I guess 3 or 4 different ways that it'll work. So on this part here, I literally was just sitting at the porch here. And I guess Linkin Park was supposed to be one of the first major acts to use this for a video. And I kind of watched what they did and it was like, oh, okay. The one thing I normally hate about AI is that they don't render you right. Like if you put a picture of your face in there, it's going to be really hard for it to give you the exact same look of your face with everything else that it's asking for. It can be done, but it takes.
They made you look young and old at the same time.
Like to me, it's kind of glitchy. My beard disappears and it pops back and this and that. It kind of adjusts the lighting going on behind me and made it a little brighter. But for what I'm trying to do,
chin. I mean, the
gave me a little.
chin.
Gave me the Christopher Reeve, you know what I mean? They gave me the Clint Eastwood joint,
Sexy chin.
You know what I'm saying? So
he's bringing sexy back with
trying to, but it looks okay. It's cool, right? You know what I'm saying? This process alone, it's like however long that clip is, that probably cost me about $7-8 worth of credits, I'm guessing, just for this little piece, right? And then I'm sure I could, if I had the pro version, whatever, I can go in and tighten up how that looks. And that one part in the middle, my real face kind of still pops through, like the AI didn't catch it. So just for a second in there, there's little glitches I'm noticing with this. You know what I mean? It kind of caught my likeness more than others. So at this part, I'm like, all right, I just put the artwork that I had and told it to evolve the picture along with the prompts. And it got some of the prompts pretty well on. I had a little glitch with the sound. This is supposed to be police brutality kind of scene. And it gave me that. But you see, it gives the guy the alien hand and a baby hand that starts to form on top of the gun right there. Like,
less than a gun.
But that's cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know that it's not what
it's not perfect, what you,
but it's still kind of, it's trippy,
For what I'm trying to do, it's acceptable. You know what I mean? This is literally a picture of me at Comic-Con at some booth where they had the wanted sign. I'm holding this fake gun cannon. You might see it on one of my pages or whatever. So I dumped that in there and had the prompts of police brutality, and it turned me into a cop, a walking cop. But I kept it because it's dope. The leg does a little shimmy,
And it made you diesel too, man. It made you kind of
in a yellow suit.
You know what I mean?
You look like Latino or something.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the chubby checker suit.
Got rid of my gray beard. And so on this, I was just, saying prompts along the themes of the song, and for some reason it kind of gave it that. I don't know what it is, but I like what it did. This was probably the most exact one where I gave it prompts of a black hole and pterodactyls flying over the city, and it came out dope. For some reason, there's this weird thing with the titles and the lettering, but I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's just showing a morphing out of thing. This is supposed to be road rage and people acting badly. The girl's supposed to be cheating. It's cheating female in the corner. Every scene is supposed to have its own thing going. For some reason, it starts emerging. This is literally, I said January 6th insurrection, and this is what it gave me. I don't know. And the last one is homelessness and riots and stuff like protesting.
That's pretty, I mean, that's still pretty amazing.
So for what it is, it's kind of cool, man.
That looked like Ian McKellen's Magneto
from
the X-Men movies for a second, a couple of them.
Yeah. And there's no telling where these things are sourcing images from as well as it's going through its evolving process or whatever. But that is Kyber, Kaiber, one of my latest little, websites that I'm addicted to, obsessing over.
Are you going to do more?
Yeah, you know, I mean, like I say, I think I should be utilizing all these tools for any little promotional thing that I can. Like I'll turn around and, you know, dump $50, $100 on a Google ad for that video right now just to put it out there. You know what I mean? Like just trying to create promotional content here and there as much as possible. It's interesting though. All of these tools are the one that I want is Melodyne.
Yeah,
That's what I want. I haven't even approached that yet.
you're hurting you're hurting P's feelings as you show that video.
I mean,
all the creators that are
these are dangerous waters. That's why I kind of like I like the concept of the beginning of the video is me. So incorporating your own images and having it work off of that is a whole nother thing too, you know.
I mean,
But
listen,
again,
I'm not scared of the AI revolution. I think it's gonna
blow over.
It's gonna be double-edged. Oh, you know what I can talk about, even though I didn't have a beat or video or anything. I can talking about the scaring the whole show. But
what?
I want Q to finish his whole thing. The scaring the whole show.
Ah, man, let's get to that. Screw it, I'm talking about.
Okay, so are you guys familiar with JPEG Mafia?
I've heard of it, yeah.
No.
Okay, so JPEG Mafia is this dude. I don't even want to call him a rapper, producer.
I mean, I know who Danny Brown is, but anyway.
Okay, you know who Danny Brown is. All right. So JPEG, Peggy, as his fans could like to call him, is just like, yeah, I guess he's a rapper producer. I don't want to box him in because he's much more than that, but he's essentially a rapper producer who's been dropping a lot of experimental hip hop for the last few years and has built himself a really tight-knit cult following. I've been hearing about him for a while, and people have been telling me, you need to listen to JPEG, you need to listen to JPEG. I just never got around to doing it. I would hear a couple records and they would sound kind of weird. I wouldn't really get too crazy into it. And then my boy was like, yo, he just dropped a new album with Danny Brown and it's called Scaring the Hoes. And I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll listen to this one. So I started listening to it and I'm like, oh, this shit is kind of fucking fire. And then you know, do you guys follow Anthony Fantano, the world's busiest music nerd? No? Yes? No? Anyway, Anthony Fantano is he's a YouTuber who basically does reviews of albums. And he's very thorough. He reviews everything. I used to not like his content that much, but now I've come full circle and I actually kind of appreciate his reviews. He famously had beef with Eminem because he kept giving bad reviews to Eminem albums. And Eminem got mad and did a whole section in his video mocking Anthony Fantano. Anyway, he's a good dude to follow. Go ahead.
Didn't Drake do the same thing?
Drake had beef with him. Like, so he's like, he's got the clout enough where he'll review an album and like Drake or Eminem will actually get pissed off at him. Like that's how much clout he has in regards to his following and his reviews. And he did a review of the Scaring the Hoes show. And I was like, he's reviewing a show. He usually doesn't review shows. And he was just talking about how it was like the best show he's seen in a long time. Then another dude who I'll put y'all on to, Middle Eight, you will probably like him, Cheeky, because he does all these indie rock little mini documentaries, little deep dives on like everyone from, you know, Tame Impala to The Doors or whatever. He'll just do you know, like for instance, his Radiohead little mini thing. It'll be like 8 minutes or something like that. Kind of really opened me up to Radiohead because I never really got into them like that. And the way he does it, I know, right? But his explainer videos are super, super good. So I highly recommend hop over to Middle 8. He just did a documentary about what's happening to hip hop now and how it's changing. And like, you know, hip hop got knocked out of the top as one of the top genres of music this year. And a lot of the reason is because the whole mainstream trap sound, and we've had conversations about this numerous times, how it's starting to become too tired and kids are like looking for something new. They're looking for something different. They're looking for something original. And a lot of people are saying that JPEG Mafia is leading the revolution of a newer style of hip hop. So now I'm seeing Middle 8 talking about JPEG. Anthony Fantano's talking about JPEG. My boy put me on the JPEG and the Scaring the Hoes joint. And I'm like, you know what, man, maybe I should actually fucking go to the show. So this is the crazy thing. They had a show on Wednesday in New York, and then they did an add-on show another one on Terminal 5 on Friday. So it was like all roads point to this. I just need to go check out what all the hype is. Everybody that I know who's like into music is telling me this is the new shit. Yo, I went to the Scare and the Host show. The first thing I did is like for like 24 hours, I listened to the album over and over again. And I listened to a bunch of other shit because it's type of shit you can't listen to once. You got to like open yourself up to it because it's really its own genre of shit. It's technically hip hop, but it's really its own shit. Yo, shout out Shankar. Shankar's tuning in. Shankar is the one who put me on to Scare and the Host. So definitely got to shout out Shankar. Yo, so I went to the show and bro, the hype is real, dude. Like it's almost like a cross section of everything that's good about music. Like the energy of hip hop, but very punk rock. Like JPEG has this very.
I was gonna say
energy.
that earlier. I was gonna say it's like a punk rock hip hop.
Yeah, but
even that's bad.
Yeah, but it's like I don't want to box him in. I don't want to make the mistake of saying he's this, he's that, because he's really his own thing. And then you have Danny Brown, who like his voice is perfect on stage. He sounds exactly like he sounds on record. So like, you know, these JPEG songs, these Scaring the Host songs are dropping, and like he has a band, so like the bass and the guitar, everything is there. It's enhancing the sound, is enhancing the music, and the front is a fucking mosh pit. Like it was at Terminal 5, and Terminal 5 is general admission, so there's no chairs, none of that shit. Everyone's just standing in the middle, and it's straight fucking mosh pit in the middle.
They're saying it's like the Return to Bruiser Brigade type energy.
It is. It's like they're comparing it to like what Bad Brains and like a lot of those what are those other punk rock like bands and shit like that.
Like a Fishbone.
Yes, well, it's that type of energy, but squeezed through a hip hop and electronic filter. So it has equal elements punk rock, equal elements hip hop, equal elements electronic music, and all the best elements of those genres kind of blended into one package. And dude, it's a fucking.
Did you mosh? P? Did you mosh?
You know what's crazy? This crazy thing. I did not mosh, but I did hack the set list. So there's this website. There's a website that will show you if a band is on tour, they'll give you their set list. So I knew which songs were following what, and there were certain records that I knew were the crazy ones that I wanted to be there. So like towards the end, when I knew a certain song was coming, I moved closer where I felt safe enough not to be moshed to my 40-plus-year-old ass, where I'm not going to mosh, but I was jumping. I was definitely jumping on the periphery of the mosh. I was mosh adjacent. You know what I mean? I was like, adjacent. I was on the membrane of the mosh. I was membraning. Dude, exactly. I was membraning hard as fuck. But nah, bro, it was fresh, dude. It was just like it's like what I need. I needed to get some more inspiration. And I recommend y'all listen to Scaring the Hoes. Okay. Because Scaring the Hoes is a good album to start with, because a lot of the JPEG stuff is really, really weird. And like he's the type of artist that you kind of gotta, digest slowly, as my boy Shank said.
I first heard him. I don't know if it was his first album, but the album where he's like sitting on the floor or something like that.
Oh yeah, All My Heroes Are Cornballs is the name of that album.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Actually, that's funny. I was just telling Shank I actually don't like that album that much.
That's what I'm saying. It's an interesting. I dug it. But it's one of those. It's like.
I think from a production standpoint, you guys are gonna love Scaring the Hoes, because what JPEG represents is unbridled creativity, where he literally does not give a fuck about what you think about his music. So he samples everything. There's gospel samples. He sampled Milkshake, Khalees's Milkshake on here. Like he would literally sample anything.
So I got a question, because two questions. One is, first a statement. When I saw Earl Sweatshirt, and I thought that shit was not a good live show, there was motherfuckers moshing. There was motherfuckers moshing.
So,
and I'm
all right. It's different. So I already know where you're going.
Tame.
Yeah, tame mosh. No, I know where you're going.
Around,
because I've seen Earl rock before too.
Clever shit.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And people are like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? No,
it's those people are Earl fans.
Mellow mosh.
Stop it.
So
Stop
those
it.
people are Earl
Don't get on
fans
the
and-
membrane of the mellow mosh though.
This guy.
Nah,
Don't pay this guy too much mind over here. You see where I'm pointing? Don't pay this guy too much mind. To all my LA people out there, we love
Sorry.
you, Earl.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Earl, and like that whole what some people are calling art rap. That whole like you have Mike is a big guy, Wiki is another dude, and that whole lane of kind of like really abstract kind of hip hop. Those people who are into them, they're gonna mosh to it. But Earl's music is not moshable, really.
Well,
But-
apparently it
but-
is to these motherfuckers. 'cause
Nah,
they
this is
love
not
moshing.
bro, because not only is you know, the JPEG's beats way more energetic than that, but he actually has rock guitars on stage
Right.
for this performance. So
Right.
he's delivering that specific energy that would definitely, you know, inspire moshing. So
This Earl sweatshirt shit looked like a fucking high school like talent show. That's what his setup was. Hey, nothing behind me but a DJ and me walking around pacing with no energy. And just
I mean,
like,
to be honest with you, I
man,
love Earl.
budgeting.
Like I love Earl. I'm a huge Earl fan. But you're right. I've seen him perform live, and it's you know, it's not really like
Not
he's
worth the money?
he's headphone music. Earl Sweatshirt is headphone music. No disrespect.
I
But-
don't know,
but
man.
he may-
depends
may-
on the venue and the time and everything, dog. Like I've seen
him in
come
two
out
different
and
venues,
body
and I saw
Santa
him.
Ana.
Yeah. Okay.
Dead ass.
I mean,
you know,
maybe if he's doing some of his older stuff, maybe some of the Odd Future era stuff. But the newer stuff is too. They don't even have percussion in half those beats that he raps
Right,
over nowadays.
right.
Like there's no drums in there. Like he's on that like no drum, which I love. Once again, I
right.
love
I
it.
do like that
But
too.
but
I'm
but
just
it's
saying.
not really like, trust me, no. The scaring of hoes is on the opposite.
no,
spectrum. Nah,
I've heard
they
some
all
of
the
that
way
album
they all
already.
the way turned, bro. Like oh my gosh, dude. There's a couple of songs that I could recommend, but honestly, just listen to the album. Listen to Scaring the Hoes album. But there's an EP, there's an extra EP where they call DLC, like, you know, video game DLC. Literally download that with it. Like add that to the album, because the songs on the DLC are also very, very good. So and give it a couple listens. Don't form an opinion until you listen to it a couple times, because you know, when you're listening to something that's that different, your brain is not going to automatically react in the way it should. Like open it.
I gotta say,
the way it's mixed is like weird too. Like
everything I heard so far, I'm with.
like
I'm fucking with it.
I like that. I don't.
I heard he's about to work with Arm & Hammer as well. So just that combo.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense, because you know, shout out Elucid, Billy Woods, shout out Willie Green, who my homie, who records a lot of their stuff. That's perfect. That's perfect for his lane. Like, you know, I'm just like, I'm inspired because from a production standpoint, and this is why I want y'all to really listen to the album. A lot of the, like, it's almost like he made his album off of a weekly challenge. That's how his album sounds like. Like, you know how our weekly challenges are all over the place? That's what it's like. Why would you sample gospel and then sample Police and then sample some like old salsa record? Like he's all over the place with his stuff, bro. And it sounds like he's been like listening to 3 Beats Later and doing weekly
watching 3 Beats Later.
and built his album off that. Because it's also
these guys got a hell of a concept. You just
right. But I think that's why I wish E was online here, because I think that's why y'all would appreciate the album, because it does sound like he's just doing everything that we try to aspire to do musically. He's already like killing it.
All right, I'm gonna put it on the list, man. I'm putting it on the list.
Yep.
But also, Mellow Mosh Membrane has to be like a bang.
Mellow
Mosh.
that's a new
Mosh
t-shirt.
Membrane.
Mellow Mosh Membrane.
Oh man, that's so good. All right, so here's the deal. We are at an hour. Anyone got any last words?
Good night.
Happy birthday, hip hop 50th anniversary.
Yes.
It was August 11th.
Yeah.
School Hurt started hip hop at an after school party on August 11th, 1973, where he first took 2 turntables and blended a breakbeat from a funk record, I think, giving birth to hip hop. So I've been watching a lot of 50th anniversary hip hop stuff. I've been going to a couple 50. I went to one in Newark. I went to one in Governor's Island. Been participating in the 50th anniversary hip hop. I watched virtually the whole Yankee Stadium hip hop 50th celebration. That's on YouTube right now. So if y'all want to see
I watched
that,
most of it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I had to skip some sections, but yeah, that was dope to see Common and see Nas, and she brought out Lauryn Hill and all that type of stuff.
Wow.
So
I saw that.
yeah. So I just want to say happy birthday, hip hop, 50 years strong. Let's do another 50.
Word.
Yes.
Word.
All right, R.I.P. Magoo, and I think that's going to be the challenge for next week. Is
R.I.P. Magoo.
Yeah,
You didn't hear about that?
Magoo
Timberland and
passed away.
Magoo.
Yeah, we
Magoo.
started the show with that.
Oh,
I
snap.
think that was yesterday. Well, either this morning or something. That was breaking news, I think, today for everybody.
And you know what's crazy
Yeah.
is he's 50 also. Side note.
Wow.
And that's the challenge for the week is we are going to either use these websites like Fader, which is free to get some stems of Magoo's verses, or you could just straight up sample some Magoo from a Magoo track. And that's what we're gonna play with. So you could do that and try to make a track. That's the challenge for the week. And everybody, peace, everybody. If you want to hang out for another minute, I'm gonna just stop the stream. So peace out.